Today is Monday, December 11th. We did some chores this morning. My oldest daughter is finishing up laundry. She did schoolwork. She says I'm going to check it a little bit later. These two did the schoolwork I wanted them to do. And we cleaned the bathroom, tidied up the kitchen a little bit, and vacuumed. It is now 3:20 in the afternoon. I have not written anything, but I found like an image on Instagram, and I've seen it before, where you do like 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 20, 15. And those are the times of the sprints. And then see how much you can get done. I need to write, in a perfect world, I need to write 10,000 more words by the end of the month. 20,000 more words in January and 10,000 more words in February, with the goal that it'll be completely done. And then in March, I can do edits. So when we leave Texas in the middle of April, I will already have this book drafted and edited and already set up for pre-order, and hopefully my next book will already be partially drafted as well. But it's really pretty outside. Look, it's so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to eat something, and I'll put something on the TV to listen to while I try writing. Probably. No, the problem is I'm not really a daytime writer. I'm more a nighttime writer. And lately I've been like watching TV out here on this uncomfortable couch or playing video games. And by the time I go sit on my bed, I'm just want to go pass out. Maybe I should like commit to writing for like an hour, or at least do like 2 sprints before I start watching TV at nighttime. I don't know. I used to be more disciplined than this. And then life happened. And then I haven't gotten back into the swing and like the pattern and routine of writing when the kids are occupied. Because even when the kids are occupied, my oldest daughter is still annoying to the other 2 kids. I'm always have to be like, hey, you guys, stop bickering, blah, 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 leave the cat alone. That sort of thing. Although I could weaponize my insomnia again. That's what I call it, weaponizing it. So when I wake up at 2 a.m. and I can't sleep and I'm still awake an hour later, I should just open up my laptop and write. And that's how I wrote most of my books. Either for like a few hours at night, after kids were like reading, or in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep.
Why are you filming Dad?
I'm filming you.
Why are you filming me?
Because you're so cute and adorable. Hello. It is Tuesday the 12th. About 8:45. Today was move day. We traveled like 2 hours. We got here super early, so we had time to go grocery shopping beforehand. And here's a funny story. Our cat, we like our cat. Our cat's amusing at times. So we put all the food away that needed to be put away. And we left like the dry stuff that would have to go behind the pantry door. Like in the grocery bags on the floor right inside the door as we traveled the rest of the way. Our cat, who likes to travel inside the RV for short distances, got into the rice. Now, usually she'll like pull the bread and try eating it, but first time she's done the rice and she got into it and she ate a little bit, enough that she hasn't wanted to eat her food the rest of the evening. She's not like overly full, but we're watching her. Pretty sure she'll be okay, but darn cat. So we got home and did all that, and then the girls went and played some board games with some other kids down at the activity center. Jackson played at the playground away from his sisters. I chatted with some people I hadn't seen in a while. Home, we watched some episodes of The Brookie, which I've watched all of them, but I'm watching them again from the beginning with my husband. The internet started not working after the 3rd episode, or like lagging or whatever, so I decided it was a good time to come to the hot tub. Now usually there's like a ton of people here, like at least 4 or 5, and I chat with people, but there's no one here, so it's a little lonely. It's okay though. I'm probably going to stay here for like another 15 minutes, give or take, and then I'm gonna go home, get on comfy pants, and get on the bed, which is still made. I made it before we traveled, and start writing. So I read the last chapter that I had of my fantasy adventure novel with witches and talking animals and dragons in it. And my husband, who reads a lot of fantasy novels, he's read a lot of them, has said at this point in the story, usually they either do training to learn new skills or they get a group together as they're venturing along. Now she already has this book of history of magic and things like that from her mom, who got at some point. And so now so then my husband came with the idea she should start building up a group to go adventuring with, and then along the way read and study and learn about whatever is in the book, because the book's already there. Now, I got this whole idea from Xena Warrior Princess. Xena is Warrior Princess, and then she goes in this town. I forget what town it is. It's Greece, mythology time, okay? And Gabriella decides that she's going to travel with her, and then they're traveling to different places and helping people along the way and learning more about themselves and each other and things like that. And that's where I kind of thought this would go. So now I'm stuck at a point, I know now that she needs to start traveling. I need to figure out what kind of people. So far it's her, and there's a King Guardsman person that's traveling with her for now, so I'm not sure if that person's going to stay put, and if the next person should be a girl or a boy. I'm kind of thinking another girl, because there'll be 2 girls and a boy, and it's not a romance. It's platonic, helping, friendship type thing. I'm not putting a romance in it, at least that's what I'm telling myself now. But I also have ideas for more romance novels. So I was thinking either try pushing through and finishing this fantasy adventure novel, or work on this other project. I really like small town romance. It's really easy to write. So I know that I'm gonna do a Christmas novel based on the Rockaway Beach series for next year, but I'm thinking of starting this other series, which is kind of connected. A connected series. It's in the same area but not the same town, and there'll be some crossover from the Rockaway Beach into this eventually. I already have the titles all picked out for them for this series, so that won't be hard. Titles are hardest, so I've already picked all the titles, so then I can go ahead and design all the covers ahead of time and just put them all up for release as they come up. I need to go back to having pre-orders set up for my ebooks, because I feel like when I did that, for the most part I did it and got it done on time, except for my last one, which I failed horribly on, but that's okay. So this is me rambling by myself outside with no one around. I am a little tired, but I definitely need to get some words written, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up, get dried off, and go back to the RV and figure out what I'm gonna write. I will end this video by updating you what I get done before I go to sleep. So this video will probably be released at some point tomorrow, which is the 13th. Okay, I will check back. It is now Wednesday. I still haven't done much of the writing stuff. I think the reason I'm hung up on things is because hope you don't mind, I'm walking and talking at the same time, is that I have the 20,000 something words of the fantasy adventure novel. It's a really fun idea. My kids like it. It's fun. But, I was looking at, I have 9 different books out. One's a nonfiction book about RVing. All the others have a series about coming of age, inspired by true events. And then I have my small town romance series. And overall, my first book, 11 Lattes, has sold more overall than any of my other books, which tells me I should probably focus on small town romancy stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing, is focusing on that. Because right now I'm at the point in the story where, like I said in the previous clip, I need to figure out getting a group together. Takes more planning. So I think I'm gonna work on small town romance because it's easier for me to write because it's contemporary, it's real, like real life, not made up fantasy stuff. That makes sense. So I dragged my boy out of the house. We did some Christmas crafts, and which was a tree painting on a card, and he'll fill out the card later when it's dry. And then he played, did some Twister, played miniature golf. Now he's back home. Husband's finished up the dishes with my daughter, I think. I'm not sure. I called. Said I'm coming back. And so there's all that. So now that I think I've come to the conclusion that I should probably work on small town romance for my next several books and not fantasy, which the way I came to a conclusion, I'm doing the HV90 boot camp again, like I always do. But this time I'm actually doing all the steps and not just winging it like I did the last couple of quarters. And I wrote down what I wanted to do, what I should do, what I need to do, and I realized that although I want to write my fantasy adventure novel, right now, in order to, earn money and earn a fan base and get my books out there, that's not something I should be doing right now. I also didn't write anything last night. Big surprise, right? I crash landed hard and went to sleep. It's bright outside, but child 1 finished all their schoolwork begrudgingly. Child 2 did it okay. Child 2 went to the store and did some errands. They got propane, came back, and now they're doing their schoolwork by themselves with me outside. And child number 3 got their schoolwork done. So we're enjoying the sunshine. It's pretty nice outside. Could probably take off a layer if I really wanted to. And I think today, probably tomorrow, I'm going to set up the Christmas tree. We're going to do it outside. Yes, I think tomorrow will be a good day. Just need to figure out where I want to set it up at. That's what we got going on. Hope you guys are enjoying my week-long, very up and down thoughts from me in this video, because that's what you're getting. I'm not one of those, hey, let's edit everything and make it perfect and get all the ums and get all the sadness and everything's gonna be perfect and wonderful and puppy dog tails and unicorns farting rainbows, but no, that's not what's going on here. It's life of a traveling family who homeschools, and I try to write books sometimes.